In a few places in the Bible, we come across the image of a divine council. This image would have been a familiar one in ancient Near Middle Eastern cultures. In 1 Kings 22, for example, Micaiah says, "I saw the Lord sitting on his throne in heaven, with all his angels standing beside him." And of course, the book of Job begins with heavenly beings appearing before the Lord. The metaphor shows Yahweh presiding over the heavenly host to administer the affairs of the cosmos. And then we have our psalm today, Psalm 82. In the psalm, God is ruling in the divine council and passing judgment among the heavenly beings, the angels, or gods, small g, inverted commas. The psalm is not about the council, though. It's about justice, or rather it's about lack of it. God accuses the angels of nurturing injustice by defending the corrupt and discriminating against the powerless. And they have been doing so because they lack understanding. They have made themselves into gods, small g, inverted commas, assuming power for themselves. But it will not last. They are indeed God's sons, but the Lord will judge them for their corruption and injustice, and they too will suffer the fate of mortals. Now, if that's true for the angels, then it's also true for human beings. The law courts and the judges have become corrupt, and the rich and the powerful line their own pockets and advantage themselves while denying justice to the oppressed. And God is calling the corrupt to account. Psalm 82 is a psalm of Asaph. God presides in the great assembly. He renders judgment among the gods. How long will you defend the unjust and show partiality to the wicked? Defend the weak and the fatherless. Uphold the cause of the poor and the oppressed. Rescue the weak and the needy. Deliver them from the hand of the wicked. The gods know nothing. They understand nothing. They walk about in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are shaken. I said, "You are gods. You are all sons of the Most High. But you will die like mere mortals. You will fall like every other ruler. Rise up, O God, judge the earth, for all the nations are your inheritance." We all know that injustice is rife in our day, and the powerful defend the unjust and show partiality to the wicked. Some of this is because of corruption and a desire to protect power. Some is born of a lack of understanding of the plight of others, but the effect is still an oppression of the powerless. Whenever we stand in the place of the Lord and decide that we know for ourselves what is right and wrong, then we make ourselves into gods, small g, inverted commas. Whenever we act through malice or through lack of understanding and walk about in darkness, then we fall short of the wisdom of God. We have a responsibility to educate ourselves about the experience of others, in order that we act wisely and do not judge unjustly, and that is true for us all. The beginning of such wisdom is fear of the Lord. It comes in turning to his sovereignty, receiving his Spirit, in loving him with our whole being and loving our neighbour as we love ourselves. A prayer for today. O God, judge of the earth, look into our hearts and hold us to account, that we may be clean and pure in your eyes. Give us an understanding of the lives and experiences of others, and help us to love them as we would have them love us. So may we dwell in you as true children of the Most High and enjoy your kingdom forever. Amen.